walking kind of past the park, the same way I was going. I think people are testing me because they know what I'm thinking. They want to see what I think now. If this Lakachiri's walking in the dark across the park, you know. People think I'm some kind of sinister deviant. When I get to Woolworths, there's a whole bunch of cops waiting out the front there. So basically they were watching me. I know now. I didn't know then. It was just coincidence then. Now I know it's not coincidence. They were supposed to be there. Anyway, the next day I went to do this weld test. Now everything was cool. We're doing this weld test. It's all going well. All of a sudden, come about 2 o'clock. Now the teacher's rushing us. It's like, come on, we got to get this done, that there, blah, 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 you know. And I'm like, no, well, everything's been okay and cool. Now he's rushing us. So I ended up doing the weld test, finished it. For me, they're quite easy because I've been doing them for a long time. Never heard back from him for months. Huh? I'm excited now because I'm getting on the finish. Another job that's punch listing. This Bechtel job was finished, basically. So it's now punch listing, putting on all brackets, tying everything in. These are the jobs they've been getting for me. These little crappy jobs here and there. Yeah? But I'm having the illusion that it's lack of money, you know, so this and that. Yeah, but it's only 4 weeks, you know. Yeah, 2 weeks there. I didn't realize this is how they've tricked me into feeling okay about getting these little jobs everywhere while they've cut me off with my resume and my progress in life. Never heard back from him for months. I rang him up. All of a sudden Charles is gone. He's AWOL. She doesn't know Charles. He doesn't work there anymore. And I said to her, what happened with the weld test? She's like, oh, well, you failed, you didn't pass. And I was like, really? That's bullshit. I know that's bullshit. Because I won't fail a test that's easy. That easy. You know what I'm saying? A vertical up, a horizontal, and what is it? Easy tests I've been doing for a long time, and that was all stick. Simple. So they shafted me there again. They just got me excited to go there. I realize now that all these places I went to do weld tests, they just wanted to see whether I can weld, basically, or make me feel excited about certain jobs. There was a job, mate, in a company. They called me a shark, yeah? A predator. I realized this in the last year. That's what they mean. I'm a sexual predator. I went to look last year on the sexual predators list for the sexual crimes. I think it's called MAKO. Because all women in life were treating me very promiscuously. And stigmatizing me as some kind of perv, the way they were acting, the way they're shaking their legs and grabbing my attention. Were very promiscuously. And when we talk, when the women have been talking to me in the last year, they're very like, and give me these eyes, you know, and all this crap, you know what I'm saying? Very sexual in nature. And it fucking annoys the crap out of me. Because they say I'm this and I'm that. See, the system knows how I deal with women. I never think of sex with a woman or whatever, this and that, when I'm talking to a woman, right? So they've got all these women now to do the opposite. They've contradicted everything in my life. Now the women are doing the opposite. When they talk to me, they've been very promiscuous, basically. I think it's the right word. You know, they're like, You know what I mean? I'm a 42-year-old man. I know how it works. I know what they're doing. And it's annoying. Because they're trying to evoke sexual natured thoughts, you know, provocative thoughts and all this kind of crap, you know. And it's pretty sad. Everyone I talk to must be like that. There was a company called, I think it was Force. Force, it was called. I went to do a weld test for them next to XLT training in Kwinana. This company was called Force, yeah. And I went to do a weld test there. Again, the weld bay, everywhere I went to do a weld test, the weld bays were fucking shit. Messy, not cleaned up. The plates weren't prepared. They weren't prepped. One time I had to prep the plates myself with a fucking quickie. grind them. The welders were out the back. We had to set up the welders and everything, he said. So everywhere I went, people are testing me to see my integrity with being a boilermaker and welder, to see if I know what I'm doing, because they saw me smoke and look stupid now. So they're making my life difficult. Unbelievable. This company was called Force, yeah? And this was to do a job to go where? Shark Bay. They call me a shark, sexual predator. They've got me going to fucking a shark bay, but a company called Force, because apparently I forced my penis where it shouldn't have been. This is what they say. This is the system taking the piss out of me, man. They fucked my whole life up. They know it. And they sending me around to places, and the system's sniggering to themselves, sending me around to all these places. The company's called Force, and the place is Shark Bay. For the shark, the predator. Can you believe this? I didn't know this. I figured this out in the last year of my life. This is 2014. I figured all this out in 2017. So 2011, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 was all a fraud in my life. Was all orchestrated by other people. No wonder my jobs wasn't coming. I was supposed to be in my house with my cars and my kids. I'm unemployed on the dole in Holmes West. That's where they trapped me, in the Holmes West flat there with my mum. The system, because of Hayley, and because my ex-wife says I'm a rapist, and Sharlene. Sharlene was calling me up in 2012 or 13, and she called me up in 2017. She was calling me up so the system can see if our anal sex experience comes up in my mind. That's why she was calling me up. Mum and Noel had a comfortable little grin on their faces when I was talking to Sharlene. Me and Sharlene have always been great friends. You know what I mean? When I think of Sharlene, I never think of that experience. Because we laughed about it afterwards, you know? And I feel a little offended because now that everyone treats the situation, it's like she's unsure now. It's like she thinks I might have done it on purpose. You know what I mean? That's how I feel, and that's how she's treated me. This is fucking 2002. People are calling me a rapist from back then, bro. For something back then. You know what I mean? And they relating all these things in my life. This is over a period of 20-something years. One thing happened this day. One thing happened that day. I mean, how many days are there in a year? 365. You mean you fucked up my whole life out of like 3 events? 4 events. 4. There's another couple of events, yeah? See, over a period of 20 years, with nothing sinister and no intent to do any harm to anybody. A company called Force going to work at Shark Bay. You know what I'm saying? This is the shit I've been dealing with. I didn't know. The system's laughing at me. They know what they're doing with my life. Michael Crooks, Brendan Peters, Nasim, mackolisky or whatever, and Boges, these people I've seen around the way. But they've been put there now because I've discussed them to myself. The system knows what I'm thinking. So they've put these guys in front of me to catch me off guard and make me feel swag. You know what I mean? I mean, I've never had a problem with guys over something 20 years ago or whatever, you know what I'm saying? They're trying to make me feel swag by having these people surprise me now because I was thinking about them. I mean, Boges, a D. We used to hang out with D back in the day. I remember one time she used to have so much hairspray in her hair. I lit the lighter behind her hair one time and her hair just went woof. Hey, I ended up hitting her on the head like that, trying to put the fire out. Her head just caught the flames, he said. Because she used to have the hairspray on her hair, you know. I remember that so clearly. I was like, oh, fuck. I almost banged your head. Hey, and I always laugh to myself and I think, fuck, you know. I just kicked the light off. And I always laugh to myself. But you know, light is young. They're just joking around. So I ended up seeing Boges, you know. I ended up seeing Arthur AJ at the servo here about 1 o'clock in the morning one time. I think it's because I spoke about gay people or his lighty being gay. What's his name? Alvin, you know. He used to work at the shoe shop in town. Hey, how you going? You know, this and that. Fuck-o. You know what I mean? I don't know. So I think people are trying to make me feel blind because I discussed Alvin to myself. You know what I mean? Being gay. This Roger Maligus I saw, he's gay. You know what I mean? My cousin's gay. You know, and then people don't like what I got to say or whether I'm joking or taking a piss out of gay people. You know what I mean? People are trying to make me feel swag for joking. And I never said it to anybody. This is the system fucking me over for my thoughts. Yeah, I know what that sounds like. Okay, what else we got here? Can I leave that one there? I thought I saw Katey Sheldrick one time follow me around or somewhere I saw her. In town one time and in Vic Park. People are put there to see if I can recognize them. You know what I mean? Dave, that guy was on the train. He was sitting there fucking, and I was on the train the whole time. He's following me around. He said like he's fucking stalking me. He was sitting there. And then he's waiting to see if I'm going to notice him on the bloody train. What the hell is that? How? What you doing shit like that for? Who sent you to sit there and see if I recognize you? Why the fuck are you acting so important to me? I'm doing my own thing in my life. You know what I mean? People are playing games with my life, etc. How old are you and what are you doing, man? I used to chat with my mum early hours of the morning. And I used to have a scafe, you know, smoke some rock and that now and again. And I used to sit up with my mum sometimes. And we used to chat early hours of the morning. Little did I know people are watching us through the TV and listening to us. So I used to give my mum advice, this and that, you know. But people didn't want to see me give advice and shine while I'm high. I realized this is what happened. Because I'm still myself, I'm very calm, I'm very cool. I can still give you good advice and conversate with you in a normal manner. People didn't want to see that. So every time I used to come back now, my mum used to be asleep. They can make her fall asleep. With frequencies and technology. So now when I used to come to talk to my mum, and the TV was right there in front of us, my mum's asleep now, so I can't talk. People are fucking with me. So I'll go have a scafe, sit down, listen to my mum, and now my mum's asleep. They've made her fall asleep, so now I've got nothing to do again. There's a story about... Now Nick, the white guy, he's still got big bags of rock. Craig as well. I see these guys now and again. You know what I'm saying? They deal. Oh, let me carry on with the work one. There was a train loadout job with TRANSFIELD. Ryan Stimson, I think, is the supervisor there, in Port Hedland. It was cleaning out all the crap at the bottom of the train loadout. Hey, grease and dirt and shit everywhere. There was this one brain belly there too we were working with. And I saw an Aboriginal girl in the smoker room and I said, what do you do? She said she's a truck driver. She's a truck operator. Now they're giving me shit jobs. It's been handrails, screwed mesh. They've got me in the fucking cleaning grease in the grease pit underneath the fucking train loadout. And all this dirt and shit everywhere. The Aboriginal girl says she's a truck operator. Rob was going to get a job as a truck operator. When they say truck or trucking, they treated me like I drive, it's referencing to driving my dick in someone's butt, like, you know, like going through like a truck. That's what I figured it means. Because I've heard it a lot in the last year and a half, reference to me. Even on the road, putting big trucks in front of me. It's like, no job, this is for real. You know what I'm saying? So that's what they're referencing it to. That's what they're trying to say. That's me being a violent ass rapist. That's what they call me. That's how they treat me. These people are relentless. Another crap job, they clean out shit from everywhere. When I thought back about all my jobs, they've all been crap, and I realized what was going on. He oppressed me big time, he said. Fuck my old job, my career. Exploiting me. Now, let's talk about Bronwyn Myles, Royden Philander. I'm not sure which story I should start with first. Bronwyn Myles. I was at work one time. Then she went to Herman Miles. Her dad's got a house in Mandurah. I was staying at a caravan park in Belvedere. I was staying at Belvedere Caravan Park. She called me one time up out of the blue. She called me up one time. Sorry, I'm repeating my words here in the right context sometimes because these people are talking shit to me. So bear with me. So I was staying at Belvedere Caravan Park and Bronwyn called me up one time, out of the blue. Hey, Kaz, how you doing? Come over, you know, this, that, blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah, cool. I haven't seen her for years. All right, no worries. I'll go over. It was cool. I went over there. She was cooking me dinner and all that kind of stuff. Crab curry was like a special thing she was cooking. And I laughed at her because I was like, oh, aren't you a chef, Kaz? And she's like, yeah, why? Because she had these recipes from the internet and stuff, you know. And I was like, oh, are you sure, you know? You're a real chef. How come you're getting recipes from the internet? Just joking with her. And she had her kids there, beautiful kids. And a little boy and a girl. Now, we were on the couch. And she was playing music through the Xbox, right? So she was on that side of the couch, I was here. And then I had the remote of the Xbox, trying to figure out this music playing thing. And the next minute, she was up on me, in my lap. You know what I mean? While I was sitting on this side of the couch. She was there. Next minute, she's up on me, in my lap, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? And I was busy with this remote thing. And next minute, we start kissing and all this shit, right? She was right here. You know what I mean? She came up from down there, fucking basically sat on me. You know what I mean? And then next minute, now we're fucking kissing and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? The kids were in bed and all that. I don't know if this was fucking... What year was this? Might have been 2010, he said. Can't remember. 2010. When me and Hayley got drunk and fucked around, that was 2010 at Tony's wedding. So it was either it might have been 2010. Because I was sitting there minding my own fucking business there. Next minute she's practically sitting on my lap. And fucking over here and this and that. You know what I'm saying? Then we fucked around for a bit. We fucked around. I couldn't get a hard on. I couldn't get my dick hard. I know why, because she's my cousin. And it felt weird, you know what I mean? So we were trying there for a while. She got her pants off and this and that. She was in a grey like tracksuit and all this. And then we were in the kitchen, you know. And then she's... Sorry, when I emphasize these words, these people are talking in the back of my mind. So I know it sounds crazy, don't worry. Look, I know exactly what I'm talking about. Trust me, I was in these situations. Listen to what I'm saying. And if you got any other evidence that says otherwise, I need to know about it. Because I've lost everything in my life about it, mate. You know what I'm saying? These people know who they are. I'm sure they'll see this video. Anyway, they're watching now and listening. Anyway, we ended up in the kitchen. She's on the kitchen board there, on the cutting board. And it's funny, I laughed to myself. It's like, no, I won't say anything. Anyway, she's on the chopping board there. You know what I mean? So, I can't get my dick hard. I can feel it. I can't get my dick hard because this is fucking cousin sensation or something. You know what I mean? And I was quite happy about it. And then we fucked around from there. I think we were going upstairs to the room, and then halfway up the stairs I was like, nah, it doesn't really seem like a good idea, you know. And then we fucked around on the stairs for a bit, and then like I cut it off there. I was like, nah, fuck, you know, don't worry about it, this and that, blah, blah, blah. And then anyway, it was all good, it was all okay.